Sarah Seidner, what's the news?
Look, we are literally one street away from the Meyers family, where there's a bullet hole in the wall from what happened just a week ago, where the mother of four, Tammy Meyers, was shot and killed, shot in the head after a road rage incident between her and there were three people in the car. The driver of that car, police have said, is the suspect. Let you see what's going on just a street away. Now, what we do not know yet if these two are related, but we do know there is a standoff going on one street away in the same neighborhood where this shooting happened. And we have seen the SWAT team go in. We can hear the police saying to someone inside one of those houses down there to come out with their hands up. We watched the SWAT team go in. Police are crouched down behind a couple of these cars. Clearly, a couple of them are undercover vehicles, and then they do have a marked police canine vehicle. We are, again, one street away. The Meyers family has come out and talked to us saying they had heard nothing about whether or not there was an arrest that was imminent in this case. There is a lot of confusion in this neighborhood, people coming out to see what happened. This is the second time that one of the neighbors told us that they have ever seen police in this neighborhood. The first time was when Tammy Meyers was shot and killed after that road rage incident. This case, of course, getting a lot of attention, not just because of the killing of Tammy Meyers, but because of what police revealed after that, that Meyers and her son may have helped escalate the situation when Meyers and her son got in the car and tried to track down the suspect who they had just gotten into a big argument with over a traffic incident, and her son was armed. They then returned home, and that is when the suspect returned and ended up shooting and killing her. No matter what happened and no matter who escalated what, obviously no one should have died for such a trivial thing, an apparent traffic accident that just turned deadly. But right now, police are still here. They are still in the area trying to get someone out of the house just one street down from the Meyers family. The neighbors here are afraid.
So hang on, Sarah, let me just stop you. I want to stay with you, and I want to just try to understand exactly what's happening. I know there's a lot of activity behind you, and just to be crystal clear, we're talking about this one family, the Meyers family, in which this mother lost her life. But where you're pointing out where the standoff is underway, this is a separate house. This is one street away, correct?
That is correct. This is a different house. It is right down the street. We are one block from where the Meyers family lives, with police who are crouched down and calling again and again on the loudspeaker for someone to come out with their hands up. We also know that there's a helicopter that has been circling for some time, and this literally just happened like about 4 or 5 minutes ago. We noticed it, the neighborhood, we noticed that there was activity. We were next door trying to talk to the family, and suddenly police show up and this unfolds. We are still trying to get details as to whether this is related to what happened to Tammy Meyers. We have not been able to get that confirmed, but certainly there's more police activity in this neighborhood than there ever has been before. I also want to read you real quick, Brooke, what we just got from the family who texted our Steve Forrest back there in New York. He said basically Robert Meyers, who is the father, and I can tell you right now, will you, John, turn your camera to the right? Robert Meyers is now, who is Tammy's husband, and another family member are now coming down the street to see what is going on over here. You can see Robert Meyers there. He is clearly trying to figure out what is going on, and this family wants to know if this has anything to do with the person who killed wife Tammy Meyers. You see him walking there. He is going towards the scene, but police are calling him back. Obviously, emotions are high. You can see that he is angry. Let's listen in. Again, that is Mr. Robert Meyers, who is obviously distraught. Mr. Meyers?
Are you all happy? You made my wife look like an animal, and my son. There's the animal a block away. Are you happy?
Obviously very angry with what has been happening, what people have been saying about the Meyers family, blaming them for this tragedy, and they have said over and over again that, look, she was scared, she was angry, she went out because she wanted to protect her daughter, and emotions obviously spilling over A very, very tense scene here. He clearly believes that this person may have something to do with the incident that left his wife dead, but police have not confirmed that in any way, shape, or form. I want to make that clear, but you heard him there. He is extremely emotional, as anyone would be when they lose the love of their life, his wife of 4 children. Brooke?
Yeah, let me just remind our viewers, all of this obviously playing out in real time. Sarah Seidner is there in this Las Vegas neighborhood. Just a block away lives the Meyers family. They just lost this wife, this mother who was shot and killed in her front yard, in her driveway, in the midst of a shootout. We know her son had a gun, and so what we just witnessed was, and you know, your heart absolutely goes out to this father, this husband. What we don't know, and I think it's incredibly important, and you pointed it out, let me just underscore it, you know, the location of the individual who ultimately took this woman's life, we do not know where he is. I mean, that's clear, correct, Sarah? I mean, we know that he was in the neighborhood. We know that this mother came home with the daughter after they were doing the driving lesson. The son comes in the car. The son has a gun, and they go out in the neighborhood. And do we even know if that individual lives in the neighborhood?
We do not know that. We have not been given that information. And of course, police have been looking into this. They have been trying to figure out who this person is, trying to track him down. But they have not confirmed that the person that they're trying to get to come out of that house has anything to do with the shooting of Tammy Meyers. We do know, though, that there were at least 3 instances where the family of Tammy Meyers and Tammy Meyers herself and the suspect and 2 others in the car did end up seeing each other and having some sort of confrontation. That last confrontation left Tammy Meyers shot in the head. She died on Valentine's Day. There's still a very active scene here. The helicopter's still going, and the police are telling us that we need to move back now. Obviously, if this person is armed, this is a dangerous situation for all the neighbors here. They are already scared after hearing a gun battle between the son and Tammy Meyers' killer. We have talked to some neighbors who said they heard those gunshots. They never want to hear that sound again. But if this doesn't go well, they may. So we are going to back up a little bit for you, Brooke, and then we'll try to get you some more information.
Let me give you a beat. Sarah Seidner, I appreciate all your reporting there in Las Vegas.